Hi Kevin, thanks for speaking with me today. It's been a few weeks now since Prime Ministers Johnson and Modi met for their virtual summit on 4th May. The discussions were positive, especially with the aim to double annual trade between the UK and India by 2030. Could you tell us about that and some of the key announcements?
Thank you, Daxa. As you said, the Prime Ministers had a very good meeting at the beginning of May, on the 4th of May. And while combating COVID-19 must remain the immediate term focus of the bilateral partnership, the Prime Minister set out a transformational comprehensive strategic partnership with a 10-year roadmap, which included the Enhanced Trade Partnership, the ETP, and an ambition to double trade by 2030, and the intent to open FTA discussions. Now, within that 2030 roadmap, there are 5 themes: healthcare, climate change, defence and security, trade and investment, and those people-to-people links that underpin and bring so much energy, vibrancy and innovation to the bilateral relationship. Now, I think all 5 themes are important to businesses, and indeed that businesses are important to all 5 themes. So this is a great place to be in. And I've been working on the UK-India relationship for 16 years now, and right now, is the most encouraging time that I can remember for the relationship. There's a really strong business-to-business commitment, and now there is a top-level political commitment from the Prime Ministers down and across a wide range of different government departments.
And to follow on from that point, can you say a little bit more about the trade and investment theme?
As I mentioned, Daxa, the Enhanced Trade Partnership, the ETP, has been agreed with an intention to negotiate a free trade agreement. Now, I think it really matters when the 5th and 6th biggest economies in the world form a trade partnership. So the ETP is a potential game changer for businesses and for consumers in both countries, doubling trade to £50 billion per year by 2030. Now, there are 3 bits to the ETP that I think are really positive. The first being that it addresses market access and regulatory issues on an immediate and ongoing basis, removing barriers one by one and not working on that basis where nothing is agreed until everything agrees. This pragmatic issue by issue, win by win approach is, I think, a really good one. The second thing I like about the ETP and the FTA is that it will look at both goods and services. And on the services side, it will cover the technology, the digital, financial and IP-rich services where the UK and India are globally competitive and where there is scope for far greater bilateral activity. Now, the third thing I like about the ETP is the timetable that was set. Both governments have committed to completing their pre-negotiation scoping work by the end of this year. Now, a final thought, Daxa, if I may, on the ETP, is that while the Indian economy continues to grow quickly and it will become the world's 3rd biggest economy and the world's 3rd biggest consumer economy by 2030, while all that's happening, it's going to get easier for UK companies to trade in and invest with India. The ETP will be removing market access barriers on, as I said, a win-by-win basis. So in short, the opportunity in India is increasing as the barriers to doing business in India decrease.
That all sounds very encouraging, Kevin. So what are the next steps?
As I said, Daxa, the UK and Indian governments have committed to completing pre-negotiation scoping by the end of this year. As we saw today, that the UK's Secretary of State for International Trade, Liz Truss, has launched a 14-week public consultation involving businesses and consumers on the free trade agreement negotiations. Now, really pleased to say the UKIBC is working closely with the Department of International Trade to reach out to businesses. And I think it will be really important for companies of all sizes, from across all sectors and from every part of the United Kingdom to engage in this consultation. If we want the trade agreement to work for businesses, then I think we all need to engage in that process. Now, the UKIBC will be sharing information on our website, ukibc.com, and through our social media channels, LinkedIn and Twitter. We'll be sharing that information just to guide businesses to tell them how they can participate in the consultation. But just one final thought, as I said, the FTA is really important, but it's not all about the FTA. There are those immediate and medium-term reforms that will make it easier to trade with and invest in India. And we at the UKIBC will keep working with our members, our clients, with DIT, with DP, IIT and state governments to try and unlock those opportunities, to remove those barriers so more and more British and Indian companies can trade and invest in each other's countries.
Thanks so much, Kevin. That all sounds great. We're very much looking forward to seeing this progress over the coming months. Thank you.
Thanks, Daxa. Bye-bye.